I'm like trying to remember what my personality was before I was a mum, because it's all it feels like these days. That's not how Upper talks on the phone. Hey, I'm Nicola, this is the MKH channel. Hugh is not here, that's my husband. Yule, my son, is not here. It's just me because I wanted to do this video. I wanted to have a look at some masks that are all cotton or fabric, some type of fabric, and have a look at different price points and see what the quality is like and see which ones are worth it. Now in Korea, we only had a mask shortage for a very short amount of time. So they're quite freely available. Well, not free. Some of them are subsidized, but they're quite easily available in Korea. Some are free. Being a multicultural family, we actually got a bunch from Multicultural Family Society. We got a bunch for free. But these days we are buying them, and because there's a lot of the disposable ones, we're often using those ones. But I want to try and be a little bit more conscious of that and try to shift towards some more fabric masks. So these are some of the disposable ones that we often use. This is a much more simple one, so it's a square like that. Still has the wire in it, so you can bend it for your nose and pops out like that. And then there is this one, which gives a little bit more sort of like coverage around the side of the face like that. So I went online and I tried to find the cheapest mask I could find here in Korea. So I went on Coupang and had a look, and I found one that was 1,910 won. This roughly translates to about $1.70 in US dollars. So let's have a look at that mask. Okay, so right off the bat, it's in this flimsy plastic container. It actually came in a slightly bigger plastic mail envelope, and it was just delivered like that. Yeah, so let's have a look. Okay, this fabric is awful. It's not cotton, it's that synthetic type. It just gives me flashbacks to being a teenager in the 90s, and summer dresses would be made of this, and like you would stink in it, you'd sweat in it. It was just gross. It's like the cheapest, nastiest fabric. And I'm looking at it and I can't see that there's any place to put a filter, because for, you know, most fabric masks, you want to have a place for a filter. However, it's okay if the fabric is like thick enough or you've got a few layers. Basically, they're saying anything, any type of fabric across your face is better than nothing, right? But this is awful. Even this bit is like the cheapest. This also looks too big. Like this looks like it's a pair of underwear or something. There's no wire in it. So I don't know which way, maybe it goes across this way and that goes down the bottom of your face. So there's no wire, so it's not gonna sit properly. This, I can see through this. Like COVID particles, COVID is getting through this. Like, yes, there's 2 layers, but I can literally see the holes through it. This is not going to protect you. This is the type of like dodgy, crappy mask that a Trump supporter would wear to Walmart when they actually don't care and they want to infect as many people as they can because they don't take it seriously. Like, it's just grandma undies on your face. So let's try it on. Okay. Oh, flashbacks to the 90s material. Oh no. Great. All right. It's doing a really, really great job so far. So, I mean, you can adjust it. There's a little adjusting things. This is really like having undies on your face, or panties. In Korea, they use the term panty for underwear, which, I don't know, if you're a Western woman, you always feel a bit like it's, So I always say undies to our son Yule, speaking English to him, but this is getting stuck in my mouth. So even with tightening it here, it's just still very floppy and loose. And there's no place to put a filter. There's no place to put a filter or anything. This is, All right, so if you want to be one of those assholes that wears it just down around here, you can do that. Synthetic underwear on your face. This is what this, see, look at this. Okay, so now it's just flopping. I have to say though, not much of my makeup, well, none of my makeup has rubbed off on this. So maybe that's the one redeeming feature. If you only care about your makeup not being rubbed off and you don't care about protecting anybody else, maybe this is the mask for you. You know how you'll see the makeup artists being like, this is how you do your makeup so it doesn't rub off on your mask, and it's like, it's going to rub off at some point. Like in Korea, we wear masks for air pollution. We've been wearing masks for so long. Like, we know the ins and outs of makeup and mask wearing. And you do have to wear like a BB cream or a CC cream. That doesn't matter if it gets smudged a little bit, you know, and you've got to touch it up. But putting on the full face of like Instagram makeup, heavy makeup, and then thinking a mask is not going to rub that off, or you're not going to get super sweaty underneath it in summer, it's nonsense. So this one came in a box, which is a little bit more promising. I tried to all get similar designs, so it's fair. So this is a floral design as well. And this one is pretty nice, like it feels nice, the fabric is nice. The flower pattern's actually really nice on it. Like, you can see that they've made sure like it looks nice, how it is on here. It's not just some random, I mean, this is obviously random. This is like made in like 2 minutes or something, right? Like, this is awful, but this is a lot more care taken with it. It has the wire up here to fit it around your nose. It has place for the filter here, and it's got the elastic, and then it's got these for adjusting it. Something I don't like about it is it's more of this shape around your face, so it gives you the very like beak type mask look, which I'm not as much a fan of, but it's fine. Like, this one looks quite good. I think it's pretty good for the price as well. So let's try it on. Okay. Oh, see, this is really loose here, so that's why you need to adjust it, but I'm not going to bother with that at the moment. Let's just have a look. All right, so you see the profile is more like this. You can adjust the wire here. This one actually feels pretty nice. I think if you adjust it all properly, it's pretty nice. Here a little bit, like, I have a small face, so I'm not sure how it's going to fit around there. A little bit of makeup rub off, but that actually means it's sitting better on your face when I always get it across my nose here. So much makeup rub off. Definitely a lot more care than the first one. I like the fabric. Like, it's kind of a little bit annoying having to adjust here, but I guess they're just catering for more people. And we'll have a look at putting a filter in just a minute. Let's move on to the third and final ones. So I wanted to get an Artisan made mask, and now of course there's like a million people on Etsy being like, this is my Artisan mask, and you know, it's all the same design or it's all the same type of one. I still follow the designer that made my wedding veil, and I noticed that she was making masks. So on Facebook I could see that she was advertising that she was doing masks as well, and they weren't super expensive, so these are $30 US each, but I thought, oh, this might be interesting because I know the time and the care that she takes with making things. So I felt like this is should be a real artisan mask, not just everybody saying artisan mask online, because everybody's making masks now, right? So I actually ordered a few. So it came in a box. I actually had this shipped to Australia first. And then my dad shipped it here because I didn't think it could come to Korea. So let's have a look. Pretty box. So it says Erica Elizabeth Designs and Pretty Things. So she makes amazing like wedding veils and crowns and that type of stuff, by the way. So So it comes folded like this, and right away you can see there's a lot more care taken with the sewing. Like there's a lot more folds, there's a lot more going on. It's got this for wearing like this. So you can put it on and then put it down like that. And people have different opinions about this. Some people don't like that this is then rubbing against you here and getting germs on it and then you're putting on your face, or there's, you know, too much of that. But there can be people that are like really lazy and they're like, I have the mask, you know, like there's a mask mandate here. You've got to wear a mask when you're outside. So they'll have it here so they can quickly go like that. But I mean, that's not really respecting other people, right? I think the most appropriate time for when people need this type of thing is a workplace where they have to go out and see customers, but then they're in their own space and it's safe and they want to just take it off like this. This actually came with a bit of paper just propping it up in there like that so it could keep the shape. This fabric and material is absolutely gorgeous. It's actually got two wire bits in here, so I guess it gives it a little bit more structure as well. And the filter bit goes through the top here. So the other one went through the sides, but this goes through the top. These side bits here, they're not adjustable, but they're like a very strong type of elastic there. So this one is less of the beak shape because it comes out like this around your face. So let's try on and see. This is a lot firmer around the face. You can probably hear from my voice how muffled I am as well. But I mean, that is a good thing in terms of fighting COVID. Not great for your makeup. Like there's gonna be a lot more makeup rummage. So you can adjust a little bit here. So I have experimented with wearing one of these masks for a few days. And the thing that is actually really good is it doesn't move on my face. So if you're wearing one of these ones, you are adjusting it all the time. All the time, you've got to adjust it all the time you're touching your face. All the time there's more risk of things spreading. But this one stays in place, and I think also because it's firmer around the ears, but that's okay. It's actually kind of freeing not having to adjust your mask all the time. And I think these look good. I mean, these look really, really nice. I can't remember if there's different sizes because this is quite, like I have quite a small face, so this is quite small on my face. So I don't know how it will fit on other people. You can definitely see the time and effort that has gone into this. And of course that's gonna be a higher price, but I think $30 is pretty good. I've seen people that have been making like ones like this and trying to sell them for like a lot more. So I think this price is actually really good. I'm not sure if I would use this bit as much because when I go out, I'm not actually taking my mask off at any time. So I don't know, I mean, I can just cut these off, I think. So I don't know if I need that one, and can be a little bit annoying, but some people really like these. I mean, there's a whole market now of the chains that people have. And I'm wondering, I'm gonna take this off, hang on. Actually, hasn't rubbed off too much. So I'm wondering if there was people that were selling the sunglasses chains and now they're like, now is our time. We haven't done business like this since the 80s. Because it's pretty much what they are. They're like sunglasses chains to go on your mask. And then also in Korea, people hang kind of like pendants or little things from here as well. So it's sort of a fashion statement as well. I can see here, there's a little bit of makeup. You know, the thing is, I'm not wearing makeup when I go out most of the time. Like, makeup's not really that much of a thing in my life anymore, even though I used to be the type to wear makeup all the time. I mean, one thing is I'm a tired mum, and the other thing is wearing masks all the time. So as I mentioned before, filters. These two have spots of filters. The undies don't. So let's have a look at some filters. I have two types of things here. This one is called an inner mask, and these ones are just filters like this. I was reading recently that 3 layers is the best to stop COVID particles coming through. That seems to be what tricks them the most. That's the thing there, that's their kryptonite. So here is a filter, and oh, I think it's got little stickers so you can stick it on somehow. I actually don't know how that works like that, but putting a filter into this one here. Oh, I'm assuming this bit goes for the nose. I actually don't know. I could be wrong which way this goes up, but it's okay. We'll work it out. So we can put a filter in. Let's see what the space is like for this one. Oh, pretty good. That fits in pretty well. Okay. Try to get through that, COVID. And that doesn't make much of a difference to like how it is. It's still, you know, it's still pretty much the same like that. Let's try a filter for this one. So this one goes in the side. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think this bit must go up the top, right? Because the shape that this is, it looks like this bit goes, the nose bit goes up like that. Okay, oh, that filter fits in pretty well as well. Definitely the designs of these two work well with the filters. I feel like these are really functional masks as well as being super cute, super pretty, like that. Yeah, I think I'd feel pretty safe with this one. I think like the safety level with these two is it's just whatever you like, whether you like this type of shape or you like this type of shape. Okay, so this one, I can't put a filter in the undies. God, this is awful. But there are some other devices. So this is like an inner mask. Okay, so maybe this type of thing will work with that. At first I thought this goes over your ears, but like that's impossible. So what it actually, I will try with the dodgy one. I think you've got to put through here and then, okay. So it's kind of like an inner layer like this. This is super messy. Okay, let's try and get this on the face and see what it looks like. Okay, so the filter is up. Filter is up against me here. Okay, well, it's not too bad. If you've got the undies mask, if you have the inner filter thing, I mean, it doesn't look as great, right? There's like bits poking up here. It's like, have you got a tissue in there? What's going on? But that's a little bit more protection, but it's still only 2 layers of protection. It's not like the 3 layers of the other fabric masks. Ugh. But the thing is, I know that these ones were marketed as not giving you acne, right? So I don't know if there's some sort of like antibacterial thing or something in here. Let's try it with this one, like that. But you can still see the white here, right? I mean, just a normal filter, I think, is better. But I mean, if people like these ones, that's fine, I guess. I think I prefer the filter with the mask. I guess the other thing is this is protecting your makeup as well. It still might rub off, well, it's protecting the mask, mostly. So I guess it's also if you're not wanting to wash your mask as much and you're just using these ones, I guess. I want to try this pink one on because actually this is like my favorite fabric out of these. So it's very bendable here. So I guess it takes a little bit of time to sort of work out what is best for you and what's best for your face. These ones are going to be the best ones for winter, I think. Like maybe for summer you want to just have like the loose type one like this because you get so sweaty. But winter, this is going to be keeping your face so warm. I think definitely the $30 ones and the roughly $6 ones. I think it's just personal preference. Just don't buy this one. Don't buy this one. It's just, oh, the fabric is just awful. Like this is proper cotton fabric. It's like, you know, not much is getting through there, but this is, I can see through this. Also, they've been bringing back dresses, like 90s dresses, especially in Korea, like over summer, there was all these like 90s style dresses in this fabric. And I'm like, this was bad fabric the first time around. Why are you bringing it back? And then I just have these like flashbacks to awkward being a teenager in the 90s. Yes, so back to these ones. I think it's a much of a muchness of what you prefer with these ones like this. And remember, you can buy chains for these as well, or fabric things to go like this if you want it like this, or if you don't, because I'm still in 2 minds about this. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know which one you liked the best as well. And even with some promising vaccines on the horizon, COVID is likely to never actually fully go away. I think the idea of wearing masks, especially in flu season, is probably a good thing. Like Asia's kind of been doing that for like years and years and years. I think in the West we can get more on board with the mask thing because it's actually great not getting sick, right? Protecting yourself and protecting others. Have you tried to make a mask yourself? Let me know in the comment section and let me know which ones you've liked. Maybe you've seen those designer ones that are like super, super, super expensive. Would you ever buy one of those ones? Or are you more likely to buy one of these? Or would you buy this one. Subscribe if you haven't already and you would like to see content from an intercultural family living in Seoul, South Korea. And if you click the bell icon, you actually get notified of when we're doing a new video. We usually do premieres and we come and chat with you guys as well. Doesn't have to be about the video, we just have a little chat about anything. So that's a great way of interacting with you guys as well. And of course, social media, blog, all that type of stuff. And we will see you later. Bye bye.